Everybody, welcome in to another episode of Andrew and Pop's podcast, and we're talking about Week 5 of the NFL. Andrew did get the Colts right on Thursday Night Football. He actually picked the Colts to win in our last episode, if you watched it, and I got that one wrong. So that brings Andrew's record now to 17-14. And my record is now 20-11. So nice pick on that one, Andrew. Yeah, you had that right on the money. That was impressive. All right, so again, we're going to get right into it as usual. We're talking about Week 5, and the first matchup we have this week is the Lions versus the Patriots. The Patriots are at home. The over-under is 45.5, and the Patriots are -3.5. Andrew, start us off. What do you got?
I got the Lions 32-23 because the Patriots, they don't have any weapons. The Lions do have Aiden Hutchinson this year. He might have the league's best sacks, so that's why I got the Lions winning 32-23.
Okay. My thoughts on this game. The Lions have scored the most points. Their defense has been terrible. The Patriots have a good defense. I think that Detroit's defense is going to step it up this week after everything that's been going on. I think the Lions are going to win this game, but I think it's going to be under 45.5. So we both got the Lions as the first pick. All right, on to the second game. The Giants versus the Packers. They're both 3-1. The Packers are at home. The over-under is 41, and the Packers are -8. What do you think, Andrew?
I think this is going to be a shootout game, 31-33. I got the Packers winning. I mean, the Packers, Aaron Rodgers going to get the job done over Daniel Jones. So I think Daniel Jones throws a pick this game.
I think he actually might be out. I think he is.
If he's out, they're going to get blown out even more.
All right. My thoughts on the game, I think Green Bay wins. It looks like it's going to be a blowout based on the line. They're -8. Over-under's 41. I think it's going to be a blowout. I think the Packers cover. All right, on to the next game. Steelers versus the Bills. The Bills are at home. The over-under is 45.5, and the line is the Bills are -14. What do you think?
I got the Bills 24-13. If it is even higher for Buffalo, if Buffalo's defense just picks it up a notch, I got the score 31-13. But if Buffalo's defense just stays 24-13. Buffalo's offense gonna be the same for sure. Stephon Diggs, he's just gonna make a couple touchdowns. Dawson Knox, touchdown. And then Tyler Bass, he's gonna get a field goal in this game. That's my prediction.
Okay. Nothing much here. Bills win this game. 14 is a lot of points. I don't know if they cover or not, but they're gonna win this game. All right, so we both got the Bills there. So I think we've got all the same picks right now.
Yep.
As of right now. Okay, on to the next game. Chargers versus the Browns. They're both 2-2. The Browns are at home. The over-under is 46.5, and the Chargers are -1.5. What do you got?
I've been saying this all year. The Chargers, they're not going to get beat by the Browns this year. I think the Chargers cover 27-14.
Okay, I like that pick. Yeah, I think the Chargers also win this game. Browns lost to the Falcons last week. That was pretty bad. So, yeah, I'm rolling with the Chargers also. All right, on to the next game. Bears versus the Vikings. The Vikings are at home. Over-under is 44, and the Vikings are -7.5. What do you think?
I think the Vikings 35-12. I mean, Chicago. They have played good, but I don't think they're going to be good this game. The Vikings beat the Saints. I'm just shocked of that. But since the Vikings beat the Saints, I got them blowing the Bears out 35-12.
Okay. Yeah, it's a divisional game. I think the Vikings are just the better team here. I think they win this game. All right, we're still on a roll. Still got the same picks. All right, next game, Seahawks versus the Saints. The over-under is 45.5, and the Saints are minus 4.5. What do you got?
I got the Saints 17-13. The Seahawks have played good, but I don't think they're going to be good enough against the Saints. You saw Jarvis Landry score that 2-point conversion and that touchdown against the Vikings. And they did keep it close. But they still lost. But not shocking, the Vikings are really good. So I just got the Saints rolling with it.
Okay. Yeah, I think this line's kind of funny. Saints lost last week. Seahawks beat the Lions. The Saints are at home, minus 4.5. I don't know if Jameis Winston's going to play this game. He might be out. Regardless, should be a low-scoring game, close game. I think the Saints pull it out by probably 1 or 2 points. All right, on to the next game. Dolphins versus the Jets, and the Jets are at home. Over-under is 45, and the Dolphins are minus 3.5. Who do you got?
I got the Dolphins 18-28. A 10-point game. I think that's where the Dolphins are for the Jets. The Jets have improved this season. I think Joe Flacco.
Okay.
He's going to be good this game.
I think Zach Wilson's back as of last week.
All right. Well, if Zach Wilson, he is better than Joe Flacco most of the time. So I just think Miami pulls it off for a 10-point game.
Okay. Yeah, this game's kind of weird. I doubt Tua plays, obviously. Zach Wilson's in now. If Flacco played this game, I'd take the Jets, but Zach Wilson's playing, so I'm going to roll with the Dolphins in a close game. On to the next game, Falcons versus the Buccaneers. They're both 2-2. Buccaneers are at home. Over-under's 46.5, and the Bucs are minus 10. What do you think?
I think it's just silly that the Falcons beat the Browns last week. The Browns, I don't think they gave it their all, but I think the Falcons are going to get dominated 13-24. Tom Brady, he's going to get the job done. If Ron Gronkowski was still on the Bucs, which he's retired now, I think the Bucs would blow him out more if Ron was on their team, but the Bucs don't have Ron anymore.
So you just got him to win, though?
Yep.
All right, yeah. The line's 10. Last game that was 10 was Green Bay versus New England, and it looks like they're projecting it to be 46.5 points. I think Tampa Bay wins. If that line goes to 10.5, I don't think they cover, but I think they win the game. All right, on to the next game. Titans versus the Commanders. Commanders are at home. Over-under is 43, and the Titans are minus 1. It's a pick-em game. What do you think?
I got the Titans 20-14. The Commanders, they will play good in this game. The only reason the Commanders got shooed out by the Cowboys, Trayvon Diggs.
Their defense.
Yep.
Okay.
He just stopped the Commanders on every play. But the Titans' defense, not improved.
But you still got them winning.
Yep.
All right, yep, I'm going to agree with you. Again, I think the Titans win this game in a pick 'em. Only reason why the Lions won is because Commanders are at home. All right, now to the next game. Texans versus the Jaguars. Texans have not won a game yet this year. The over-under is 43.5, and Jaguars are minus 7. What do you think?
The Jaguars almost beat the only undefeated team this year. So I got the Jaguars 17-21. The Jaguars. Trevor Lawrence, he has been amazing this year. He has not gotten hurt. He is just fully healthy. I know he's going to play this game, and I know the Jags are going to win.
Okay. Yep, I'm going to agree with you. Jacksonville looks real good this year. I think they cover, too. All right, on to the next game. 49ers versus the Panthers. Over-under is 39.5, and the 49ers are minus 6.5. Who do you think wins?
I think that the 49ers get upset this game, 23-21. Brandon Ayuk.
Why is that?
Brandon Ayuk and Deebo Samuels, they have not ran the ball that good now. They are not running the football good now. I mean, they are good, but they're not running the football good now. Carolina, Baker Mayfield, and Christian McCaffrey, I think they're going to get the job done with DJ Moore.
So you're calling an upset?
Yep.
All right. That's kind of funny he says that because this line's super weird. 49ers just beat the Rams. Kyle Shanahan's dominated the Rams his whole career pretty much. This line's just super weird to me. 6.5. They blew the Rams out. Panthers been terrible. Over-under 39.5. 49ers win this game, and if they do, they're not covering. This is going to be a low-scoring game. Barely cover, barely win. That's my prediction. All right, on to the next game. Cowboys versus the Rams. Over-under is 42. The Rams are at home, and the Rams are favored minus 5.5. What do you think?
I know everyone's got the Rams this game. I have the Rams also. But Dallas, they have improved this season. They are really good this season. But I still got the Rams in a 2-point game, 25-23. The Rams, their defense and their offense, it's just so good. Dallas's offense and defense, they're good also. But I just think Dallas is just going to lose this game. They could win if they have a breakout, but I still think the Rams will win.
All right. The Cowboys are 3-1. Cooper Rushes look good and better than Dak. Line's 5.5. Funny line. It's a close game. I think the Rams have to win this game. Sitting at 2-2. They got to win this game, so I'm going to take them. All right, on to the next game. Eagles versus the Cardinals. Eagles undefeated at 4-0. The Cardinals are at home. Over-under is 49, and the Eagles are minus 5. What do you got one?
I got the Eagles. They're the only team undefeated. So I got them 31-20.
In a shootout?
Hollywood has played good. That's why I think it's going to keep it close.
Okay.
Hollywood has played good. So has Murray.
All right. This should be a good game. Cardinals are at home. I just don't think their defense is going to be able to stick it out versus the Eagles. I'll take the Eagles to go on they'll be 5-0 after this game. We get that correct. All right, on to the next game. The late game, primetime game, Bengals versus the Ravens, both sitting at 2-2, divisional game. Over-under is 47.5, and the Ravens are minus 3.5. Who do you got?
The only reason everyone's going to be on Baltimore is probably Lamar Jackson. I think Cincinnati's defense, they will take Lamar out. I think Lamar might get hurt in this game.
You're calling for an injury.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And Cincinnati, they're going to win 31-27.
Oh, that'd be pretty impressive if you could call out an injury. Well, my thoughts on this game. Previous to the start of the season, there's a funny future line I was looking at for divisional winners. And the Bengals did go to the Super Bowl. Remember, this is preseason, so there was no one's played yet, just based off of teams. The Ravens were minus some more money to win their division than the Bengals. And really nothing even changed on their team or either side. I think this is the biggest lock of the day. The Ravens win this game. That's just what I see. I think they win. People are too hyped on the Bengals. They'll be tough to get lucky to even make the playoffs this year. They'll probably make a wild card if they do. All right, primetime game on Monday. Raiders versus the Chiefs. Over-under's 51.5, and the Chiefs are minus 7. Who do you got?
It's going to be a shootout game, but I still think the Raiders are going to get blowed out 21-34. The Chiefs' offense and defense.
Okay.
It's just so good. Adding Juju on the team just makes it even better. I just don't know what to say. The Raiders, they can. From beating the Broncos, okay. But the Chiefs, you're not going to beat this season. I don't think you're going to beat them both games.
Well, funny stat about that. So you got the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Funny stat. Derek Carr always plays the Chiefs good, and it seems to always be in a primetime game. I do think the Chiefs win, but I'm going to take the Raiders with the points just based on that. They always play them good. So I will take the Chiefs to win, but the Raiders to cover the spread. And other than that, I think that wraps it up for Week 5. You got anything to say?
Like, comment, subscribe, and share down below.
All right, you guys heard the man. Well, we'll be here next week and the week after that and the week after that. And for the rest of the time, we'll be here. All right, we'll see you guys next time. Peace.